Hello and welcome to Halo Tricks 2.0, the Vehicle Tricks Edition. Okay, this first trick I'm going to show you is how to get on top of the little base thing on Timberland. You can get on top of both bases. It's actually pretty cool if the guys come out because you can run them over on the other side. They never expect it. Okay, here's how to get on the other one. It's harder to lose control. I mean, it's easier to lose control here, if I can even lose control right there. Okay, you can actually drive up this little thing. Some people don't realize that, and it really surprises the enemy because you speed up so much at the end, and you get a lot of air. Okay, one of the really good ways to go on Danger Canyon is to actually go through the cave. If no one's in there with the fuel rod gun camping around, sometimes you can even drive past them without them noticing. It's actually really fast. Plus, you can dive off the cliff at any end. It actually works pretty well. I've had it work several times. You just gotta know how to get around this little pole thing. You just gotta kind of slip around the outside like that, and then turn in, and your back will go off, and that won't go off, or your hog won't go off. And then you can speed through the caves, and then you gotta duck between these barrels pretty fast. And then just drive up, slow down. If you don't slow down, you'll fall back in, which is really makes you mad, because you don't want to fall back in and have to do it all over again. Then you can get all the way through the cave, down there. If anyone's down there, they're screwed, because they're going to get run over. Even if they shoot you, your hog's going to hit them. Then you can just jump out and get the flag. Unfortunately, you can't go to Blue Base doing this, because there's like an invisible wall, as demonstrated right here. See, if you drive around, you're going to be able to get around, but you're going to hit a wall. See? No! Okay, oh yeah, also another good point is to use a little statue base thing in the middle on this map. Sometimes if someone's chasing you and you have the flag, and you just hop over that thing, you'll completely throw them off. Okay, here's Infinity. On Infinity, those big bridge things, you can actually get a hog on top of them. You just gotta be patient and really practice this, because if you flip sideways, you're never gonna get back up. And then you can also drive across the bridge. You can do it on the other bridge too. It's pretty easy on the other bridge. It's almost easier than on this bridge. It's just a little trickier to actually get on the last approach because that teleporter's in the way, but it's possible. And then if you line it up straight, like I'm about to do, you can drive across. Drive across pretty fast too. You can go full speed, there's no worries. It's not like on Danger Canyon. See? Okay, now on Death Island, not Danger Island, you can see this little gorge thing. There's actually like a mini little island thing that's just sticking up right there that you can't get on top of with anything. Well, you can actually take a hog or a ghost or whatever and jump over it and land on the little thing. It's a good point to shoot people who camp or whatever you want to do, because no one else can get there. Okay, now on Blood Gulch, most people don't realize that it is possible to drive through the base. It'll actually sometimes work if you want to capture the flag, if the other team thinks that you're coming out the other way. Like if someone's chucking nades on the other side, you can actually just drive through. Okay, now here, if you want to get up in the tower when you have banshees and you don't want to use a ghost, you just gotta shoot up right up on that little corner thing. You have to make sure that you go up until you hit the ceiling, otherwise it won't work. And then back up into the corner and just jump out. It'll be up on the thing. If you want to get down, just jump off the left side. Okay, to use a ghost, you just throw a grenade, make sure it bounces off the wall and bounces down. Then gun it forward in the ghost as fast as you can, holding down the spacebar. If you don't hold down the spacebar, it doesn't work. And then drive up crooked, and you can get up in a ghost with the ghost up in the tower. Okay, now a tank. If you want a tank on Death Island to be inside the base, it really blocks your enemy off. It's almost impossible to get inside your base then. Just drive 2 tanks in either side, and they can't get in. And if you're an enemy of them, you can actually drive in and shoot a whole bunch of people without them doing anything. Okay, if you ever want a floating hog on Danger Canyon, this one is a little bit hard to do because you have to be extremely patient. I can usually do it way faster than this, but sometimes it lags up like this. You just gotta make sure that you kind of gun it back, but then hold off, and it'll get stuck like that. You can even get in all the passenger seat and stuff, and it'll keep floating. Okay, if you ever wanted to get like a vehicle across here, run some angry sniper over, you can actually drive a ghost right across if you keep it in the center, but you can't drive a warthog across. Okay, ever want to get a tank on top of Blood Gulch base? You can if you have a teammate with you and TK is off, or team kill is off. You just basically got to have them gun it and have a warthog lined up backwards against that, in between the pillar and right there. Right when they go up the warthog, shoot the back of their tank and then gun it into the back and just hit the back and it'll go on top. Here's an alternate point of view of it, of me inside it. You just gotta cruise up, hit the back, right, and you bounce up, your teammate shoots you, and then they slam into the back of your tank and you're on top of the base in a tank. Okay, now have you ever wanted to go through the little wall in Danger Canyon to score? For some reason it doesn't work very well and you do it alone, like on wall hops, but you just have your teammate stand there with TK off. You just gun the ghost to him and he'll get launched straight through the wall and he can just run up and score like that. Here's your alternate point of view in case you're wondering what it looks like. You just stand here, have him gun it into you. You'll go right through the wall and all you have to do is just run up and score. It really bedazzles your enemy too. Okay, if you ever get tired of jumping a hog and flipping, all you have to do is when you hit a gigantic jump like this, you just gotta spin, your hog will even out. And this is just put in here for fun because it's a really cool view. But off that rock on Timberland, you can do a barrel roll and a warthog. Here's another view of that. It'll really cause your enemies sometimes to look at you and just like type something like, "Whoa, that was cool," and then you can like escape while they're doing that. It's strategy. However, the most important rule of all driving is this: you don't want to make mistakes. So look, now both me and my lovely assistant Sabre are dead. Okay, that was the end of all my things. The third installment of my Halo tricks was by me, recording using traps, done in Halo PC. No mods were used in the making of this video, and I hope you enjoyed this. By the way, the person who was helping me was Sabre. He's from the CAI clan, which I'm in. Good clan.